Hi guys, this is Siva Reddy. Welcome to Core Java Tutorials. In this session, I am going to write basic Java programs. These programs will help the beginners who are just new to the Java. Then using this example, you can start using the control statements and iterator statements, and you can use the boolean operators, how we can use them in real-time scenarios, and also you can work with the switch statements, if else statements. So I am going to demonstrate a few examples so that you can start your own programs once you have gone through this video. Okay, so let us go ahead and start my Eclipse, and I am going to create a new class. I am giving the class name as basic program demos. I would like to have a main method in this, and I am creating this class in com.sivajava.techie.core package. Click finish. Now what I am going to do is I am going to show you in this program how you can read the input from the console or the input from the keyboard, so that it is going to be like a kind of a user interactive. You can give your own input and the console, and then you can execute your program. Okay, so in order to take a input from the keyboard, Java provides a multiple mechanisms. I am going to explain one of them is scanner. Using the scanner class object, you can read the input from the user. New scanner, it is going to take system.in. that means it is going to take the object of system.in, which is nothing but the user input. Scanner has a different methods. Now my intention is I want to read integer from the keyboard. So what I am doing is scanner dot next int. What it is going to do is it is going to read the value from the console, and it is going to assign this value here. So here I am just giving a print statement by saying system.out.println enter input here. So now what Java program is going to do, whenever it encounter the scanner.next int, it is going to wait for the user input. So once user enters the value, I am going to print what is the value user entered value is, I am concatenating this one with value. Okay, now let us run the program, and we can give some random output and random input. Then see here in the console what it is waiting for to get waiting for the user input. So whenever I given like a 10 value, then the whatever the user given input, that value are capturing in the value. Okay, so this is the one of the mechanism in Java to read input from the user. Once you got the input, now I am going to explain different concepts so that it is going to help when you are trying your own examples. So I don't want this task list or outline. I am going to close it, and also recent client tool also I don't want it. I am closing it. Okay, now I am clearing this console also. Now I got the value. First thing is, in the Java we can have the conditional statements. What conditional statement means is, you can have one condition like, now I want to find whether the user entered value is a integer or the integer, either it is a even or odd. So in order to decide something, the conditional statement coming into the picture, and here you can say that value modulo 2 equal to 0. That means whenever you divide it by 2 and when you get the result as 0, then it means it is even. So here what I am going to print is system.out.println entered value is even. Okay, so this is the if condition, and when you run this program, depending upon your input 20, if I give it 20, then it is saying that even. If it is not even, means if we enter the odd, then we can specify another condition, like if it is even, that is fine, otherwise it is going to be a odd integer. So here what I can specify is entered value is odd. So this is the if condition. If you want only one condition, you can go with the if condition. If that is not satisfied, then you want to do some calculation of the sum operation, then you can have a if else condition. This is the called as a if else statement. And in some scenarios you may have a multiple condition you can check, and based on that you can judge something. Then what you need to do is, for example, if value less than 0, system.out.println value is less than 0, and I want to have another condition, if else if value equal to 0, then system.out.println value is value is 0, and if it is greater than, else you can specify system.out.println value is greater than 0. Greater than 0. So here I have a different conditions like that. If you want to have a multiple conditions you want to check, then you are going to use if, else if, last we can have a else. So like that you can check multiple conditional statements using the if else and the else if statements. How many conditions you want to iterate, you can specify. In this scenario what I am doing is I am running this application. If I give input as 0, okay, now value is 0. Now when I run this program again, if I give -1 here, -1, then value is less than 0. And again I am running this program, and when I am giving value as 10, then value is greater than 0. So like that you can specify multiple conditionals using the if it is only one condition you can use the is, if only two condition, either that one or this one, then if else. But if you want to check for the more than one condition, then you can check like this. Okay, this is the conditional statements. And in some scenarios what you can do is, for example, I am hard coding here the one value character ch equal to a, or I am giving a small a. Okay, and at the same time ch1 variable I am giving as a capital A. Now what my intention is, if you want to check more than one condition in the same if statement, how I can do that is, if ch equal to a or r and ch character value is equal to a, then I can say that system.out.println input is a or capital A. I am just giving you one example. So whenever you want to check any one of the expression is going to be true, then you want to print some value, then you are going to use R. R, what it is, this is the pipe double pipe symbol. What it is going to do is, first it will evaluate the expression of the left hand side, and if it is R condition, what it is going to do is, at least one of these expression is going to be true, then automatically the if condition is going to execute. But if you want to both conditions should be satisfied, then instead of R, what you can do is you can specify AND. Okay, that means the value of the character must be capital, that means character value, this expression should be true, as well as this expression also should be true, then only this statement is going to execute. So this is the another example. Whenever you want to check if condition based on the multiple expressions, if all of them want to execute, if all the expression should return true, then only the statement should go. Then you have to apply for the double ampersand. This is called as a AND condition. But if you want to only either of the one statement is true, then you can go ahead and execute the statement. Then you can use like a OR operation. Okay, so this is the another example. And next one is, these are the conditional statement. Next topic what we are going to discuss is iterators. Iterators are nothing but the loop iterators. We will call as a looping statements. So in Java we have first let us look at the first statement is the while. For example, I want to I want to print from the value 0 to whatever the specified input value they given. Then I want to print all the numbers. Then how I can do that is, value, let us consider I am giving initializing the value I equal to 0 and I greater than value. Okay, then I am going to iterate this loop, system.out.println I, and then what I am going to do is I plus plus. What it is going to do is, this is the one of the looping statements, that is while statement. What while statement is going to do is, whatever the expression it is going here, whatever the expression we are specifying, if that is true, then the body of the while loop is going to execute. Otherwise it is simply comes out of the while loop. Okay, in this case 0 and value, whatever the input we are going to give, till that value it is going to keep on checking. Whenever it the I value comes above the value, it is more than value, then it is going to terminate this program and it comes out of it. Now I am going to run this program, run as Java application, and then here I am giving user input as 30. Now what it is going to do, it is going to print from 0 to 30. Okay, now let us enter. Sorry, I less than I equal to 0, 0 less than value. Yeah, this is the, sorry, previous is wrong. So now I'm running this program. Let us say, sorry, input what I'm going to give 30. Then it is going to print the from 0 to till 29. So this is what the output you are going to see. So while loop, what it is going to, whatever the expression you are going to give for the while loop, till that condition is satisfied, it is execute the while loop body. Once it fails the condition, or whenever that expression returns the false, then it will comes out of the loop. This is the one example. And another while loop, what we another loop statement what we have is for loop. So for loop, what it is going to do is for int j equal to 0, and then, sorry, here j I want to say j equal to 0, and then j less than value, and then j plus plus. So in the just I want to iterate once again in the while loop. Whenever whenever the body whenever control comes inside the while loop body, we always incrementing the I value, so that at particular point of time this I value is going to greater than the value where the condition where it is going to break the while loop until comes out of the while loop. But if you don't increment this value, it is going to be a infinite loop, so then you will get a stack overflow, some exception. So whenever you are working with the looping statement, you always need to specify the condition to break the loop, and then only the control comes out of the while loop, out of the looping statements. Here also the same thing. What I am doing is I am initializing the j value to the 10, and j less than value, whatever the value we are going to input, and j plus plus. So again here I am giving sys out of for loop, just to make a difference between the above one above while loop versus for loop. I am giving the value as j, and here also I am just making a difference like while loop and then I. Now I am going to run this program, and you will see the same output as the while loop. Here I am giving the output input as a 30. Now if you see here, in this case what will happen in the case of for loop, first it will be assigned the value, and then it is going to check whether the condition is true or false. If true, then it is going to execute this statement, and then it is going to increment this value, and next time onwards it is only going to check the expression, and then it will execute, and then it is going to increment. This is the how this is the process how it is going to iterate. Okay, so this is the for loop. And one more looping statement we have, that is called as do while. So in the case of do while, what happens is, first we are going to put the do condition. That means first it will control comes to the block, and then it is going to check whether the value is going to be, that means once again I need to initialize this value or k. In this scenario I am going to take a variable k initializing to the 0, and then I am going to check k less than value, and here we need to give the semicolon here. Okay, so one second, k it needs to be integer. Okay, so here we need to give a semicolon. Now the same thing, what we need to do is system.out.println. I am giving as do while loop, and then I am going to print the value of k, and then we need to increment the k value. So k plus plus is plus plus is equal to k equal to k plus 1. So that is what it means of k plus plus, or I plus plus means it will just increment the value by 1. So now I am running this program. You can see the output as same. You can see the output same. Okay, for do while 29, and also in the case of while and for loop also it is going to be the same. Okay, so this is the these are the three looping statement we have in the Java as well, because if these are the very basic simple programs, or you can it is just to understand this control and the looping statements, we are going to use this these programs. Okay, and next one is switch statements. Okay, so another one is the switch statement. In the case of switch statement, what will happen, we are going to give the value, for example if it is, and each time we are going to have a case. What it is going to do is, we need to provide the value of the expression here. Then whenever the value of the expression is going to be matching with one of these case statement, then it is going to execute the case statement. For example, I am writing here system.out.println value is plus concatenating with the value is, I am concatenating the value, and a default statement is system.out.println none of them are matching in switch. Okay, none of them are matching in the switch. What case statement is going to do is, first it is going to take the input as a switch statement, take a one value, and it is going to match. For example, in the case statement we can have a multiple case, and here I can give a value of 3. Okay, now what case statement is switch statement is going to do, whatever the input value you are going to give, if it matches at least any one of the case statement, then that is going to be executed. Otherwise the default statement is going to be executed. If we don't break the loop and it will come out of this program. So now I am running this program, and we can see the output. For example, I am giving 20 as a input value. Ideally I need to get the from 1 to 20, but in the case of in the current program, what I am doing is whenever k value reaches the 10, then I am trying to break this loop. Okay, so now let us run. Okay, now let me hit enter. Now you will see till 11th it is came. Okay, from 0 to 11 only come, and whenever it reaches this point, automatically this is going to break the it is going to break the loop and it will come out of. And another one is called as a continue. What continue is going to do is, instead of it is breaking the loop, it will just simply omit that statement, and again it is trying to execute. What it means is, for example, if value modulo by 2 equal to 0, then I am going to printing the k value, and then I am doing continue. So in this scenario, what will happen? We can see 20. Sorry. Now let us run this program to see. The value of the for loop, whenever you are working with the continue keyword, what it is going to do is it will simply skip that line, and again it will start from the scratch. So that is the another concept of the continue. Okay, so hope this concept, this programming language really going to help you to work with the to give a basic example to proceed further with your own examples. If I have any questions, comment on my YouTube video. Thanks for watching.